Imagine if 80% of the population became zombies and half of those survivors died to the zombies in the next day. Food becomes a luxury, water is infected. If you drink, you turn into a zombie. You would have to try your best to survive. And that's what Shenlu did. The problem is, he was the last survivor. He spent months trying to find other humans, but all that he could find was deformed creatures. Seeing that all that was waiting for him was a life of loneliness, he decided to bury himself. But that's when he wakes up 27 days before everything starts. And in this life, he's going to eliminate everyone that he knows is going to cause trouble for him and create the biggest survivors organization. Of course, after so much loneliness, he will make sure to have an abundance of thick friends to make his room warm. He has the void ability. He can open a special inventory and keep food fresh. When he gets to the higher levels, he's going to learn the void walking. But now he's weak and receives a call from his uncle, telling him to come to the building. His uncle is mad at him. Shenlu had 3 billion worth of shares in his business, but he just sold everything for 1 billion. Of course he's going to do that because money is about to become useless. And with that money, he can buy a ton of shit of pork and put everything into his special inventory. But he knows that this uncle made his parents die in a car accident. He was named before, but not in this life. He excuses himself, saying he received a call. Someone found the dog that he wants. Even animals can awaken powers, and this dog will become the Thunder King. He knows that the dog has a missing part on his ear. He arrives in the dog meat restaurant and sees Thunder King in a cage. After some altercations with the dog's seller, he gets it. He needs to have a good relationship with this dog before he awakens. Going home, he sees Sudaju, someone that helped him before he learned the void traveling, but died protecting him. Because of that, he will make sure that this guy enjoys his lifetime. Our boy asks Daju, "Do you want to follow me and have some fun after you work?" But Daju tells him that he don't do those types of practices with males. Our boy understands. He doesn't know him yet, but that's fine. When the apocalypse starts, he will help him anyways. While he's bathing Thunder King, he thinks about building a base. He will get every resource that he needs and let only strong people with him. However, he needs a lot of resources to build a base, and the most crucial one is water. The majority of the water source will be polluted and only rainwater will be safe. He was eating something with his dog when someone knocks on his door. Her name is Mayu. She is a culinary teacher that he hired. He paid 500,000 just for some classes, and that's why she showed up. She thought that he was looking for a date with her, but seeing his face, she thinks that he is attractive enough to get another girl. So why is he wasting his energy on her? After some classes, she leaves. He doesn't know what happened to her in the apocalypse. While watching her leave, he remembers 2 girls, the sisters Mi-Ling and Millie. One had the flame power, and the other one had the light power. He heard that the light girl could even use revival spells. Of course, he wants both of them in his house, so he calls a spy to find them. We are 5 days before the doomsday, and he has stored a lot of food, everything that can give him an edge in negotiations. He even bought a custom set of armor and some electric batons. Cause is one of the best weapons for the zombies in the early stages. In the last day, he bought a truck, and in that night, he couldn't sleep. We are at 1 hour and 20 minutes before everything. He calls his uncle for a favor and go to pay him a visit. In this life, he will kill him this first day. While he was leaving, he saw Sudazu again and tells him to stay safe until 9 o'clock. His cousin and his uncle were planning something when he arrives. He pretends to know nothing and eats. Suddenly, they heard a loud sound in the maid's room. His cousin goes to see. Upon opening the door, he saw that the maid was already a zombie and had killed someone. He falls back and she rushes him. He was able to lock the door before the girl went out, but our MC just electrifies him, opens the door and tells him this life you will be dying easy. It's much more interesting to see you getting devoured alive. But that's when his uncle shows up and asks Shenlu, "What are you doing?" Our cold protagonist just uses his big tongue once more. His cousin back is being eaten alive. While his father is lying on the floor, he makes sure that he watches everything. His uncle asks, "What are you doing all of that?" He slaps his face and says that he knows the reason. Then he throws his uncle to the maid. The zombie rushes him, but he just uses the baton and finishes with his knife and them, removes the crystal that resides between the eyebrows. Those crystals can make you get stronger and improve your abilities. Both humans and zombies carry them. Fiery humans and red zombies carry the flame crystals. But the most important for him is the transparent ones that can increase his spatial abilities. Outside the house, some zombies are already appearing, and it's the best time to start farming crystals. Since all the zombies are weak, he brings his dog to inside the house. After some time, he starts to shine. His awakening is beginning. He feels a headache, sits on the couch and concentrates his powers into his hands, throws it to the wall and creates a hole, noticing that his energy levels are really low. In the apocalypse, superhumans were classified into grades from 1 to 10. After the 10 grades, you have the King tier. When he absorbed the Thunder King's crystal, he went beyond the King tier. He then gave some tips to the dog that was able to cast a spell in the wall. After that, he went outside with his new armor. It's time to farm some crystals. He kills some zombies outside and goes inside a market, where most of the people are already dead. He grabs everything and puts into his spatial power. After some looting, he leaves. He knows a warehouse that has tons of supplies, but there's a bunch of zombies blocking the way. He takes the opportunity to farm even more crystals, and with his armor it's easy to survive. His baton ran out of electricity, but he gives it to the zombie and grabs another one for his spatial dimension. With the truck, he rushes through the door. Inside there are hundreds of zombies. Somewhere above, some people are seeing what he's doing, and they think that he's there just to take everything from the warehouse. So they should rob him and take his truck. He was putting everything into his spatial dimension when the girl pulls up and thanks him for saving her. But that's when the two other guys appear and hold him by the shoulder. At the moment, Thunder King leaves the truck, and they all get distracted by it. He takes the opportunity to bring out his electric batons and knocks the two guys. The girl gets scared and begs him for her life, but our boy believes in gender equality, so he just asks Thunder King to finish her. He gives a headbutt in her back, she falls on the floor, and he electrifies her. Now she's going to die for the zombies for sure. Then he grabs all the resources from the warehouse, 60,000 tons of resources. When he was leaving, a guy in the middle of the road tells him to stop the truck. He just ignores the guy that shouts that he's going to kill him. Ken Lu don't like that. Anyone with any ability can be dangerous, so he orders Thunder King to kill the guy. The dog easily leaves the guy smoked, but Chen Lu tells him, "You need to finish your fights. There's no room for hesitation in this world." And then the dog bites the guy's throat. He drives back home, but in front of his house, there's a bunch of zombies. With Thunder King, he easily defeats them. And from the balcony there, Sugazu and a girl by his side saw him. The girl named Chen Jin by the side of Sudazu tell him to don't go. This guy is crazy. He's luring the zombies here and is going to kill everyone. But Sudazu will not abandon his friend. So from the balcony he calls for him, and our boy sees the girl. He doesn't seem to like her. Why did I forget about this woman? She was a burden and almost got us killed. She's a very scheming woman. In last life, she always used Sugazu as an experiment. If she needed clean water, she would let him drink first, and always try to show affection for both of us. But in this life, he will use her to show to Sudazu that some people doesn't deserve to be saved. She goes for a handshake, but Thunder King attacks her. It rips her bag, and from which a lot of supplies fell. He smiles, picks up a drink, and gives something to Sudazu that is getting angry. She told him that she was starving because she didn't have food. Chen Jin rushes saying, "You cannot eat this, it's mine." But Chen Lu makes her fall on the floor. She gets up crying, asking, "Why are you bullying this poor girl? You guys are not real men." But our boy doesn't care. Then he tells her that he will give her double the amount that he just ate. Seeing that situation, she knows that she can't make enemies. So she just apologizes, saying that she was scared of starving. He tells Sudazu that they are going to the market, goes to his dog and tells him to bring all of the zombies in the area to his house, grabs some garlic from his spatial dimension and says that the things are about to start. He then brings all the garlics to the rooftop. He tells them that the zombies hates garlic, but that ain't true. The garlic smell lures the zombies. He tells them that they had to go to the supermarket to find more. That's when they heard a lot of zombies. Ken Jin is scared since Chen Lu has all the garlic. She thinks I need some of the life-saving garlic juice. The zombies are about to break the door. Our boy throws the garlic on top of his head and tells Sudazu to do the same. But before he can do anything, Chen Jin grabs it and uses on herself. Sugazu in his mind was planning to give to her, but the way that she used it made it clear the type of person she was. Ken Lu says, "Sudazu, you saw it, right? In the apocalypse, you need to be careful cause some people don't deserve to be human." The girl now knows that she was set up, but Chen Lu tells her that he didn't make her use that bowl and whispers into her ears, "Let me tell you, zombies love the smell of garlic, so you're dead for sure." The girl panics, telling him that all that she wants is to live. But he's cold. He says, "Yes, but you're going to abuse the kindness of everyone. And I also want to live. So is it really wrong to sacrifice you?" He puts the armor with garlic into his spatial dimension. You don't care about her cause, she's gonna die anyways. And Sudazu is a loyal friend. At the moment, she tries to seduce him, telling him that he can do whatever slimy, slicky, squishy things he wants with her. But he answers saying that all he wants is her to die. That's when the zombies came running and grabbed her. Half hour later, they have killed all the zombies. But now the house is a mess and would be nice if he could have a maid. The culinary teacher doesn't look bad, is good at cooking, and also works hard. Maybe she's still alive. That's when he pulls out some food out of his spatial powers and asks Sudazu if he has felt anything strange with his body. That answers that he's feeling way stronger than used to. And then Chen Lu explains him about the powers, while his dog is wiping the floor. He goes to his bed while he thinks that he has already 42 core crystals. He makes a sword out of thin air, but unfortunately he can only keep this on for 7 seconds. But that was a skill that he learned way later, though in this life he will get even the void passage much earlier. In the morning he gives some armor to Sudazu and it's time to go to the green storage. On the way there they kill some zombies and then enter a dark room. At first glance they saw a skeleton. Ken Lu knows that zombies don't eat humans to the bone. It can only be rats or ants, of course mutated ones. After walking for some time, Chen Lu shouts to everyone run. It is an infestation of mutated rats. There's even one that is the size of a cat that jumps on Chen Lu's back and puts him on the floor. He tells Sudazu to not hesitate and start attacking. In this world, every single creature is slowly growing stronger, and some of them will skyrocket its powers. The fight is getting hard. Sugazu falls on the floor when a rat bites into his neck. Fortunately, the armor saves him. Chen Lu notices that the situation is getting really dangerous, so he takes some meat out of his spatial dimension and throws to the rats. He now has to use his void sword, but that will cost him a lot of his energy. With a single swing, he can easily kill the Rat King and takes a big crystal from it. He asks Sugazu to take out the tooth fangs from the rat. With his extra strength, they got a Rat King fang. Ken and Lu goes to the storage and takes more resources for his spatial dimension. Then they go home and now they will spend 3 days using those crystals to get stronger. Ken Lu thinks that the fight with the Rat King was too dangerous. 3 days later, even Thunder King has already reached rank 2. Now our boy really feels like he needed Mayu to take care of his daily life. He remembers that she used to live on a 5-star hotel nearby. So he decides when he reaches rank 3, he will go in to find her. He goes to his bed to absorb more crystals. In last life, it took him 1 month to get to rank 3, but in this one, only 3 days. With his void sword having a duration of 20 seconds, he feels safer going outside. Next day, they go to the 5-star hotel. After killing some zombies, a guy opens a door and shouts, "Brothers, please save us." Is the hotel waiter Liu Wenbo. Chen Lu asks him, "Do you know Mayu?" Then we see a blue-haired girl spanking her, telling her to leave cause they have no more space there. It seems that they are running out of food and they need to throw her out to survive more days. The blonde guy goes to Mayu and tells her, "For the sake of everyone, we have to sacrifice you, go out there and try to find another place to hide." They throw her out of the room and the zombies rushes for a bite. But that's when Chen Lu and Sudaiju shows up. They fight the zombies and the people inside the room are getting happy. The girl with blue hair thanks them. "You two are my heroes. Thank you so much for saving us. My name is Lin Yi." She is telling her name cause she is famous and wants to use her fame to get some reaction from Chen Lu. But he ignores her, goes to talk with Mayu and asks her, "Why were you outside the room?" Crying, she explains everything to him. She saved them and then they throw her out. At the moment, a guy shows up behind Chen Lu and tells him that he will pay 200 if he became his bodyguard. But Sudaiju just slaps him across the face saying, "I hate people like you. How could you betray someone that helped you?" Ken Lu answers that he will tie it up everyone, and if they survive, lucky. If not, that's their fate. The actress falls on the floor. "Please save me. Don't do that to me." She is willing to empty his family bag every day, but Chen Lu tells her to get off since she is too dirty. While he was tying her with the rope, she was begging, "I haven't taken a shower for a few days. It's unavoidable that I'm dirty. You can help me to wash every inch of my body." But he stuffs her mouth with a piece of cloth. When they were leaving, the guy from the hotel was begging for some help. Ken Lu gives him a metal tube and tells him that if he kills 10 zombies, he can come. But the guy hesitates, so that's his answer. But because the guy helped him to find the girl, he tells him, "I will give you 3 minutes to shop freely, then I will escort you back as a thank you." And the guy goes shopping. That's when Chen Lu tells to Mayu, "I have a problem with cooking and logistics, so I think that's a good job for you. I'd rather kill zombies and I can guarantee your safety. So what's your response? Are you willing to go back with me?" She says that she's willing, so he welcomes her to the team. After sending the guy home, they can go back and celebrate. Back at home, he asks her about her abilities. Did she feel anything? She says that on the 3rd day she got a headache, but she was starving so much that she didn't pay attention. He tells her to feel the energy flowing through her body and try to manifest that energy. After focusing for some time, fire appears in her palms. Ken Lu thinks that's a great ability. 1.5 hours later, the food is ready. They ate everything that they could. And Chen Lu tells her to take a shower, just don't let any water get in her mouth. A few days later, after absorbing some crystals, he's closer to the rank 4 and is thinking about the 2 sisters. Maybe it's too early to help them, but it's a revival spell. People like that should only belong to him. He and Sudaiju are going out to gather more crystals and he tells to Mayu, "Never open the doors, even if someone is dying in front of you, don't open. Close everything, don't look outside, and don't go out." He gives her 2 batons and she tells him to not worry. After killing some zombies, they have already collected 500 crystals. He tells Sudaiju to go back to the truck and he will go with Thunder King to search for something. He finds the girls home and tells to Thunder King, "Go and see if there's anyone living in the Unity 201. But Thunder King felt something and rushes into a bush. He's chasing a cat. While Thunder King was biting the cat, Chen Lu heard, "Quickly, tell this stupid dog to let me go." The cat can send his voice to other people's minds. Now he wants the cat as a pet and tells the Thunder King to leave it. When he goes to talk with the cat smells dried fish on him and asks, "Do you have it? Do you have dried fish?" He thinks that's strange. How can he smell my special inventory? But I don't mind giving him some dried fish. After you eat my things, you're my cat. Suddenly someone shouts, "Let go of my rice." It's Mi Lai in the balcony, the girl that he's been searching for. Now he knows that this cat is her pet. He finds it strange. He never heard about it in the last life. But the girl comes to him and shouts, "Give me back my rice." And then she picks the cat from him. She looks to the cat, "Sorry, my rice." Our boy knows that she has a sister, but it's not here. She will never let this girl alone. The girl says goodbye, but the cat wants to stay with our boy. "Let go of me. He has dried fish." The cat jumps out of her hands and talks with our boy. "Please give me some dried fish. I haven't eaten one for a week." Chen Lu tells them that if they go to the supermarket with him, they can find some dried fish. Mai Lai doesn't want to go, but her cat got angry. After some reluctance, she accepts it. She goes back to the apartment and comes with her weapons. But it's just a dull roller, so our boy is laughing. Then he introduces her to Su Daju and to his dog, surprising her, a dog that can use lighting. It seems that not only my Rice has special abilities. He talks about his ability and asks about hers. She tells him that Rice can talk with people and her abilities are like a healer in video game. But there's no time because zombies are coming. Miley gives them some buffs, and Chen Lu finds impressive. She's only level 1, yet this increases 1/3 of his strength. They are fighting when one of the zombies rushes towards Mi Li. She says that she needs to fight some zombies. This is a good chance for her to learn how. After the fight, Chen Lu is impressed. She looks weak, but her mind is strong. Maybe she will survive until the end. Then they give her a better weapon. She buffs herself and explodes a zombie head. But she can't control herself and kept hitting it. Our boy tells her that it's died already. After that, she vomits it, and our boy gives her some water. Sometime later, they are inside a mall on the 2nd floor. He gives her a bag and tells her to fill it up. But when she was grabbing some items, something appeared behind her. When she looked back, she saw Nikocado Alocado. She shouts for help, but the fatty is unstoppable. She throws her bag and tries to run, but then collides with our boy. He knows that Nikocado is a dangerous zombie. He is strong, can use charge, and even self-destruct. And it's at least a rank 3 zombie. But he's not scared. Thunder King hits him from the back. He pulls out his void sword and cuts the YouTuber. Millie hugs him, thinking he killed such a scary monster with a single strike. He's handsome and cool. Now Chen Lu is a shining hero for her. He takes the opportunity to deepen the relationship, telling her to come with him to his house. But she says that she has to go to her home and wait for her sister. If her sister gets home and she's not there, she's gonna get really worried. But her cat is spamming her mind. Don't reject it. Just leave a note at home. Go with him and go to his house. He has dried fish. She gets closer and asks Chen Lu, your house isn't far away, is it? He replies, of course not, baby, come with me. At his home, she's impressed with the meal that is prepared. After eating, she tells him that she's going back home, but not on his watch. Right now, it's already dark. I think it's too dangerous for you to go home. Why you don't stay here? Even better, why me and Daju don't go with you for your place? We can wait for your sister there. She accepts, and next day, everyone arrives there, even Mayu is with him. They were going to stay in different but close houses, but she asks to our boy, why don't we all live together? For me, it's fine if you don't feel uncomfortable. Of course, he's already inside the house. He keeps giving her food and she's getting way too close and is already jumping on our boy. But he's thinking, such a pity. I just met her today and I cannot rush too much. Otherwise, my true colors will be revealed. After that, they divide the rooms and Chen Lu is going to stay in her sister's room. But he's thinking, where are we going to stay when she comes back? Never mind, let's just stay first. Then he teaches her how to use crystals. Next day, we see Myling help some of her classmates to survive in Jesus. She's quite fire, but she's angry at her teammates. They are holding her back. She has to do everything to save them, and her fire ability uses too much energy. After some time, she arrives home. Sisters are finally reunited. But Chen Lu wants to know who are those 2 guys. And those guys are thinking, nice, 2 sisters. That's perfect, bro. That's when Myling asks her sister, who is this guy? She explains that our boy took care of her. And her sister seems to believe that those guys behind are plotting something. The guy even grabs his pants, saying, let's take her down first. They try to give her some food. She tells them that she's not hungry so they can keep it. Then everyone goes up to eat something. And Myling wants to find a way to get rid of those 2 guys. Chen Lu enters first and tells to Mayu to prepare some rice. She finds it strange. She thought that they were going to eat barbecue. When they got up there, they see Thunder King and they ask to our boy, why you have a dog? Food is rare, how are you keeping this guy? Our boy tells them that he is giving rice to the dog. Both of the guys got angry. What? You're wasting food with a dog? In this world, then says to Myling that they should get rid of that guy. But Myling tells to them shut up and says, you don't think that I know why you guys followed me? How much you guys have done? They reply saying, just you wait. You guys are going to regret it. But our boy just pets Thunder King. Head Ant tells him, kill him. And the dog goes all happy. Myling finds it strange. Why the dog is following them? He is seeking for death. Then we see a conversation that he had before with Millie. After putting some pressure on her, he asks her, between me and your sister, who is the best leader to create a better life? Millie answers, saying that's of course him. And he tells her, so you'll have to talk to your sister first. Millie told him that she was sure that her sister would obey him. But he tells her, I will not share my supplies with her until I'm 100% sure that she's going to obey me. This is for her own good. Poor girl believes 100%. When her sister goes to the kitchen and sees Mayu cooking, she thinks that she's wasting way too much food. But Mayu tells her that she's just following Chen Lu. Angry, Myling goes to talk with him. Chen Lu, why Mayu is cooking so much food? We're not going to have anything to eat tomorrow. Chen Lu tells her it's a celebration now that you are reunited with your sister. Myling tells him that it's too much. He should take something. He tells her it's mine, so don't worry about it. When she looks to the table, she sees 4 bottles of water. She thinks, why only 4? Okay, I don't think I'll have something to drink. I will just eat some vegetables and then I'll drink some soup. But when she sits in the table, Chen Lu asks her, "What are you doing here?" She replies, "Doing the same as you." But suddenly her sister says, "I'm sorry. Chen Lu is a kind person, but it's for your better. Be patient with him, please." Chen Lu tells her, "We're about to eat. I don't think you should be here. Of course, if you just want to watch, you can sit here." She asks, "What is the meaning of this?" "There's nothing for me. Didn't you say that it was to celebrate the reunion with my sister?" He tells her, "I didn't promise to take you with us. Only my people can eat something that I risk my life to take." He looks to Millie. "Are you my people, Millie?" She says, "Yeah." Everyone in the room supports him, even the dog and the cat. Then he asks her, "Do you want to eat with me? If you want to, just say that you're going to obey me." But Myling gets angry. "Chen Lu, why are you trying to humiliate me?" She stands saying that she's not going to eat any of this food and tells them, "I want you all to go back to your house. Leave this place." But when she goes to her bedroom, even his underpants are there. "Sister, why you let a smelly man into my room?" Her sister tells her, "Don't worry, he's a gentleman, he's just going to stay here for some time." Millie doesn't want to, because he took care of her sister for some time, she's going to allow it. Taking a shower, she's feeling alone. "How you could take my sister with food? But that's fine, Chen Lu, we're going to see who had the last laugh." Outside they're talking about eating her favorite fruit, grapes, and that makes her think, "Damn, I really wanna. No, I don't wanna. It's been so many days, those grapes must be frozen. They're not fresh or delicious, I'm sure." When she goes to talk with her sister, Chen Lu thinks her figure is fire. She can awaken something in any guy. When she's leaving, he tells her, "Millie, why you don't come here? Those grapes are so sweet. I'll save some of them for you." She looks back and thinks he's doing this on purpose. In her room, she grabs her sister. "You teamed up with that stranger, and he's trying to make me angry?" Then she tickles her, and Millie explains that Chen Lu is the better captain, and tells to her sister that it's all part of his plan. Her sister thinks that she's brainwashed, she would have no problem to follow him, but he has to use such a low-level methods. He really believes that he can get her with just some meals. If he wants her, he has to show her his strength, so she's going to fight with him. Then she gets up and goes to leave the house. She says that she's not going to use food, so she's going to search for something. Millie asks our boy to stop her sister, but he tells her that he has no reason to stop her. Millie asks if she can go with her sister to help her, and he says that of course you can go with your sister, just remember to be safe. He thinks that maybe he shouldn't use such a playful way to deal with her, but in his past life she wasn't that easy to deal with. 10 minutes later, she's back with some beef noodles, and he shouts to Mayu to prepare some beef noodles also. He explains to Millie in 3 days they're going to fight. If he wins, she's going to obey him. And if he loses, she can order him as much she wants. But then she wants to know why 3 days later they can fight right now. He tells her that his powers are out of control, but the true reason is because he's about to get to the level 4. And he tells her that he thinks that she would lose to Thunder King. She says, "Are you crazy? You were saying that I'm going to lose to a dog." He says that he's joking, but suddenly Thunder King is growling at the door. Someone outside is asking, Millie, are you at home? "Please, I saw you coming back. Give me something to eat. I haven't eaten for 2 days. Millie goes to the door and tells to the lady, "I don't have anything to eat either. Go away." Look to her sister and tells her, "Millie, remember, no matter how much we give to her, she will finish everything in 1 day. The world now is like that. The fittest will survive." Chen Lu says that this is exactly the new order of this planet. She tells him to cut the crap. In 3 days, he's going to learn his lesson. And the cat warns Chen Lu that the person in the door is malicious. Outside the door, the old lady is saying, "I had no idea that this kid could be so vicious." Some guys behind her ask, "What happened? It's Millie not at home." She answers, "She's at home. She just talked to me." The old lady is inciting all the guys to get in the house. Millie and Millie are such cute sisters. I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy her plumpy bodies. The guys agree, saying it's worth dying to have some fun with them. A figure like that shouldn't be wasted. They grab some weapons. "Let's go, it's time to open this." In the other room, Sudazu sees everything and tells everyone that some people with weapons are coming to here. Chen Lu tells to Sudazu to go down and kill everyone, just don't do it in the corridor, or they will have to clean it up. Then he receives a buff from Millie while she looks at Chen Lu thinking that he's handsome, but she wants to know how strong he is. Sudazu is down there and Thunder King goes to help him. He easily defeats those guys since their attacks have no effect on him. After the guys are dead, he tells to Millie, "Go there and take their crystals. You have to remove from their foreheads." She's insecure and doesn't want to do, but he explains, "Even though you are a support, it's something that you must experience yourself." Her sister agrees with him. "It's better for you to get familiar with it. The earlier, the better." Then together they go down there. She's sobbing, but she does the job, but of course she vomits again. Back home, the beef noodle is ready, and Millie is impressed. How can they have so much? There's more beef than noodles in that soap than probably in the whole city. Millie cannot hold herself. Pancakes smell. Oh, I'm jealous, but I know the size of my fridge, they are probably about to run out of food. At night, the same thing again. A banquet for everyone. She keeps asking herself how many dishes they are going to prepare. She runs to the fridge, opens the door, and it's full. She goes to Chen Lu, shouting and saying the fridge is full again. "When did you go out?" Emat couldn't find fresh food. That's when Millie explains to her, Chen Lu is a void ability user. He can stock food for as many years as he wants. Millie asks, "Why didn't you say earlier?" Her Her sister says that she forgot. Then she looks at Chen Lu and says, "Just don't forget our agreement. We are going to fight and you will listen to me. Yes, after I defeat him, I will make him kneel down and call me sister and give me all the food that he have. Our boy really wants to reach rank 4, he will receive the void walking ability." Then he used the Red King crystal. It's hard to absorb so much power, but now finally, he was able to break through rank 4. And then he used the void walking, going from inside the room to outside where Thunder King was guarding and got jump scared. And now it's time to the fight. Millie asks him once again, "If I win, you will listen to me, right?" He says, "Of course, you seem very confident. Why don't we add more bets? With a distance of 20 meters, we're going to lose in 3 seconds. She shouts at him, "Chen Lu, I know that you are strong, but 3 seconds, are you looking down on me?" He tells her that he's not looking down, he's just very confident. She thinks of a plan. Once the fight starts, I will just move back, and then asks him, "What's the new prize?" He tells her, "You are going to lift your butt high so I can kick it." She accepts and asks, "Can I do the same?" He tells her that she can have any request and he will fulfill it. He knows that he's not going to lose. They are outside and the fight is about to begin. She's confident. 3 seconds. There's no way he's going to defeat me. But then he vanishes right in front of her, leaving her confused. Where he is, he's a stealth ability user. He's already behind her, grabbing her by the neck. It was so fast that she didn't even know what really happened, but he gets to her ears and whispers, "Myling, you have lost." She thinks that if he had used the sharp dagger, she would be dead, and then accepts the defeat and asks, "Why do I have to do?" But is thinking if she really will need to let him kick her ass. He puts his hands over her shoulders. "Let's go to eat some breakfast. You are now with us. I'm sorry for everything that happened those 2 days, but now let's get familiar with each other." She is already at the table thinking, everything is so good, it would be pretentious for me to refuse. Our boy knows that this was a perfect plan. Now he also controls Myling. Then he tells everyone to go to the living room so they can discuss some planning, explaining that he's noticing that the zombies are getting stronger by the day and resources are getting harder and harder to obtain. To survive from now on, they need a strong team. Even though individually they are strong, if they fight against another group with 100 or more people, they will lose. What if they lose to someone, and that person asks those 2 sisters to sleep with them? Myling tells that she's going to kill anyone who have those dirty thoughts. That's when he explains we are going to have our team and some sub-teams. Of course, he is not going to take any trash. Myling and Sudaju agree with him. Then he explains that the majority of the people now are outside the city. That is what a normal people would think. Myling seems to agree with him and says that his planning is good. He's thinking really far ahead. But our boy is just waiting for the time to kick her asses. Of course, he's not going to do that in front of everyone. Then he finishes the conversation and tells Myling to come to the room with him. She asks what cannot be said here. He tells her that it's a private matter. She blushes. "I'm really going to get kicked by him. But I promise, so I don't care. It's just 1 kick. It's not a big deal." In the room, she goes to the wall and tells him, "All right, you can kick now." He tells her, "Lift more of that butt." "Do you have any misunderstanding about sticking your ass?" She blushes, thinking that he's shameless. Does he have to be so serious about it? She tells him, "I don't understand why you want to kick my ass so much. Why don't you just change this punishment?" But he scolds her, asking if she's going to accept the punishment or not. She tells him to do it already, and he says that he's going to fulfill it. Looking at that view, he's thinking, I never thought that I could do something like that to the future war god Fairy. She sees that he's taken out his shoes, now it's going to be softer. Right. He's not going to hurt me with his kick. If he dares to kick it hard, I will cry. She looks back. What are you doing? I will count to 10. If you don't kick before the count ends, don't say I never fulfilled my promise. 10, 9, Chen Lu is thinking, if I kick her, I can take my revenge, but is there a need to do it? I was trying to mess with her, and even though I'm sure that it's going to feel awesome, I feel like I will be single for life. 2 minutes, there's no time left. Suddenly he slaps her so hard that the impact send waves up to her head. His fingerprints were carved in that skin. She gets shy. Why did you use your hands? He tells her, sorry, I forgot. Want me to kick this time? She goes to strangle him and tells him, if you dare to tell this to anyone, you are a dead man. He tells her, okay, I'm going out. I will ask the sister Mayu to cook something that you like as a celebration for you joining the team. She finds it strange, you never asked me what I like to eat. But then she sees all the food. Oh my god, if Chen Lu wasn't around, I would not be able to eat all this in my life. She thanks him and then he tells to everyone they're going back to his old home. This place is not good for them, and also they need more people in their team. In his way home, he sees some guys fighting some zombies. The guy with the black bandana tells everyone to run. He says that if they are going to die, they are going to die together. Ken Lu sees and thinks that if the guy wanted, he could just let those 3 behind and run. So the guy isn't that bad. The guy saw him and asked for help. It would repay the kindness. He says okay and sends Thunder King. After some action, the guys are thanking him and Chen Lu asks them, what happened to you guys? All you guys have awakened some abilities. The guys tell them, yes, my name is Fan Yu and I'm the oldest. I got a stronger physique. The other guy has an ice ability, the other one has a lightning ability, but compared to the dog, he's weak, and the last one can control sand. Fan Yu explains that they went out to get some resources, but they fought against some zombies that had poison powers, so they almost got wiped out. Chen Lu says that the more people means more power. Why don't you guys join us? But of course I will be the captain. Fang Yu thanks him and accepts it. They enter the truck and Chen Lu gives them his old house to live. But he tells them, I will come to find you guys later. Inside the house, he tells to Meiling and Menilai to go to the 3rd floor and pick a room. Sudaju and Mayu are going to stay on the 2nd floor. Then he tells Daju to come with him to the neighborhood to check on something. When he gets close to the guys, he overhears that the guys are talking about the dog being so strong. Bro, I think that dog could defeat 4 of us. He goes to the guys, do you guys know how to cook rice, right? Take this. Fan Yu says that they cannot take that since he had already done too much for them. They will go out and search for some food by themselves. But our boy tells them that they are family now. They're all teammates, so giving food is normal. But inside his head, he thinks that he's only going to give meat when he believes in those guys. Then they give some walkie-talkies and explains part of the plan. They are going to settle here for a long time. You guys are injured, so rest first. Contact me if there's anything happening. Outside in the neighborhood, he is with Milling and she's angry at him because she wants to be with her sister. But he tells her to shut up, there's someone coming. A bus pulls up and a babe gets out of it. She has that jacket over her shoulders, so for sure she's strong, and Chen Lu recognizes her as Muianji. He says, why did I forget about her? Meiling asks him, do you know her? He tells her that girl is a CEO and a chief designer for a clothing design company, and she's famous, but she's a complete psychopath. He remembers that in the apocalypse, she established a gathering place that could only accept female survivors. No one in that place could fall in love. Any relationship would mean death. But of course, she had her own desires. She was Meiling's number squishy lover. If I remember, she risked her life to save Milling and died. After Meiling took the captain position, she started to let male survivors to join. Muianji is probably here to collect some supplies. She should have met Meiling right now. Looking at Meiling, he thinks that she is such a good underling. She asks, why are you looking at me? He tells her that it's nothing, but it's when the girl shouts, who is hiding over there? Our boy knows her, it's Xu Yuan. Suddenly, Muianji rushes for Milling and says, we are a team only with girls, how about you join us? Our boy is right there just staring at her, and Meiling says, sorry, but I already have a team. Shanji asks her, he's your boyfriend? Ken Lu cuts her, it's none of your business. Turns around and says, Meiling, let's go, we need to keep up with everyone. Muianji looking at our boy is thinking, every man is greedy and full of lust. He is pretending if he says that he does not want this beautiful woman. I must make Meiling see his true colors. She tells her team that they are going to stay here for today. That night, Muianji went to talk with him, but he tells her that they are not close enough. She says that it's going to be fast, she just needs him to help with something. He tasks what it is. She replies, there's a big shopping mall with many supplies 3 miles east. If we go there, you're going to have food for at least a year. But there's a lot of zombies and I don't think I can do that with only my team. So I would like to ask you to cooperate. But Chen Lu knows the shopping mall is the one where he got everything with Meili. Why she want to go there to see some zombies dancing? So he tells her, nah, I'm fine here. I'm a coward. There's like hundreds of zombies. I don't want to go. Muianji angry thinks you are a coward, so why Meiling fall in love with you? He then says goodbye. She wanted to take him to the mall so she could kill him, but he's not biting the bait, so she has no choice but asking for that person for help. Chen Lu is impressed. Jesus, that pig wants to eliminate me just because I'm with Meiling. She's more ruthless than I thought. I didn't have anything against you, but if you want to do something against me, I have to protect myself. No one would be wary of a dog. Then we see Muianji talking with someone. She thinks that he's just a stupid delivery guy, but he has a good wind ability. A few minutes later, she's telling him, I need you to use your wind ability to lure the zombies there. I'm doing this to punish that trash, do you understand? The guy is a simp, so he says, of course I understand, my queen. It's an honor to help you. But after this, he wants something. She says that she would let him join them, and now he's all happy. Thank you so much, Muianji. I will do my best to help you. The guy seems to know Sudaju, and he was trying to find him, but he couldn't. He runs through the city, luring all the zombies, and goes to the mansion. But outside, Chen Lu, Sudaju, and the dog were waiting for him. He stops in front of Sudaju and asks why he's there, thinking that he cannot put his friend's life at risk just because of a team of girls. He tells Zhu, please wait for me here. I will lure the zombies away. Chen Lu remembers about the guy. He was also a friend, and all the time he would lure the zombies so they could find resources. It was a good strategy for a short amount of time, but he died in a miserable way. After some time, he comes back and tells him that he's sorry for bringing those zombies. Dazu tells that it's fine. He knows that he wouldn't bring the zombies just to kill him. And Chen Lu asks, Muianji asked you to bring those zombies, right? Fang tells him, how did you know? Thinking, don't tell me that this is the trash guy that she wants to kill. Chen Lu asks him once more. Muianji told you to lure the zombies here, but do you know anything else? Brother Fang tells him that she didn't. She just told him to punish some scumbag. At the moment, all of them heard a loud noise, and Chen Lu recognizes the sound. It's a rank 5 zombie. From behind all those zombies, we see a bus coming. Muianji sees the front of the house and knows that those are the zombies that Brother Fang brought. All she want to do is save Meiling so she can bring her to her team. Then they keep charging with the bus. One of the zombies already controls fire ability and throws a fireball into the bus. All the girls are running. The bus has a gas tank, so they need to be careful. Muianji didn't know about the zombies that have abilities. She tells everyone to not panic and attack the monster together. Then she uses her ability, sending 3 daggers to the zombie, but it's easily blocked. Seeing that the zombie is rushing towards her, she grabs one of the girls and uses her as shield. From the side, Chen Lu sees everything and thinks, "The zombie is really strong, I need that crystal." All the girls are now scared of Muianji, thinking to themselves, why Mu was using some people to save her? That's when she saw Chen Lu. "Nice, I'm going to use this coward to block some zombies." But Chen Lu tells her, "Is it really nice to use your own sisters to block those attacks?" He slaps her across the face. "I never had thought that you were someone like this." Muianji is scared. Why is he so strong? She falls on the floor and a zombie pierces through her. That's when Chen Yuan appears. She says that she's going to buy time for everyone, and Chen Lu sees that she's courageous. He smiles, brings out his void sword, and says that courage is rare. "I'm not gonna let her die here." The zombie tries to hit him with the fireball, but he just uses his void walking, appears behind it, and cut its head off. Everyone is impressed. Wait, it's already killed. How that guy is so strong. He grabs the crystal and tells Chen Yuan to stop crying. From now on, he will help her, but now she needs to comfort her sisters. She thanks him, and then he asks her, "What do you guys plan on doing after this?" The girls doesn't seem to have any plan. After some time, he called Chen Yuan to a private conversation, and he tells her, "If you guys join us, I guarantee that you won't have to worry about starving to death for a short term." Chen Yuan asks if she can talk with her sisters first. After some time, "Damn, my brother, that's how you survive in the apocalypse. My boy went from 3 to 100. He thanks Muianji. "I will be taking your team." Yuan says those are the 20 people that wants to join your team. He tells, "No problem, but you guys must follow my rules. Number 1, you must obey orders at all time. If you guys join me and don't listen to the orders, don't blame me for being ruthless. Number 2, don't tell me that you are afraid. When fighting, there's no distinguish between man and woman. Everyone here will fight. Number 3, if you need a partner, try to find one within our team. That's the big wingman, my bro doing one for the boys even in the apocalypse." The girls have some doubts why we can only have relationships within the team. He explains that it's to prevent that those people to get abducted by others' teams, and to decrease the chances of someone finding their secrets. Chen Yuan says that she's fine with those rules, and the other girls also agree. Then he opens his arms and welcomes everyone. "Chen Yuan will be responsible for contacting me about any problem with you girls. Come in and I have a surprise for all of you." When the girls saw the food, they were all happy and crying. And when the guys saw the girls, they were all happy and smiling. Then Chen Lu gets a list with the powers of all those girls. And one of the girls has the light attribute. Her name is Wang Lin, and it's a girl that his brother Feng likes. Then he tells the 2 guys they are going tomorrow to hunt. So those 2 are responsible for guarding the base. Early the next day, they go for a hunt. They have some strategies and some planning in place. But some of the girls are not used to fighting, so they miss their spells. They run when they should attack. Chen Lu knows that if it wasn't for his people, those girls would already be dead. They need much more training. After some hunting, they are inside a shopping mall. All the girls are exhausted, and he tells to all of them to go pick some clothing and anything that they need. Without anyone seeing, Chen Lu grabs some black stockings. But Mailing saw everything. Don't tell me that he has a weird fetish. Does he like to wear that? No, he's not that type of guy, so for who he's going to give it? Wait, to my sister. That color doesn't suit her. After some time, they were all thirsty, and our boy gave 2 bottles of water for everyone. When seeing that situation, Millie thinks that it's wonderful to have Chen Lu around. Ever since she started to follow him, she never got hungry or thirsty. She even got protection from him. She has been hiding something in her heart for too long. Today at night, doesn't matter what happens, she's going to say it. The night falls and our boy is playing some games. When Mayu asks if she can come in, of course he tells her, "Sure baby, come in," but is thinking, "It's so late. Why is she knocking on my door?" Maybe she wants to give me the opportunity to do some slimy, slicky things. Sitting by his side, she tells him, "Brother Chen, today after seeing Sister Xu and the others, I realize how lucky I have been to be by your side. I have something to say which I have been holding into my heart for a long time." Our boy is anxious for what she's about to tell him. And then she asks him, "Can I be your girlfriend?" Jesus, our boy doesn't waste time. He puts her on the bed. Of course, Mei Lin, do you know how long I have been waiting for this moment my boy is going in? And she says that happiness came so quickly. She tells him that she's not ready, but he tells her that this world is way too harsh. No one knows how long they can live. Today might be the last day of us on this earth. There might be not tomorrow. When you were ready, your brother here would be dead. Wouldn't that be a pity while he kisses her forehead? She thinks that this seems to be the case. And then she grabs his neck. But that's when they notice. Rice is in the room. Boom. Get out of here, brother. Poor cat thinks that Chen Lu weren't like this in the past. Mailing appears and thinks, isn't that Chen Lu's cat? Why is he not in the room with him? Rice tells her. Chen Lu is inside the room having a cozy warm time with Millie. Mei Lin asks the cat what type of warm time. She then stops right in front of the door and thinks, if Millie wants it, why should I stop it? She's my cute sister, but that would happen sooner or later. Then we see Chen Lu talking with Mayu. He tells her to prepare some good meals, 20 kilograms of pig meat. It's already morning and Mei Li asks him, "Where is Mei Li? She used to wake up so early." Miling passes by and says that she's not here because of someone. Look at his face. Mayu seems to understand and says that she's going to fry some eggs. While she's thinking, I wonder how Chen Luo will handle her. Our boy gives some dried fish to Rice and tells him, unfortunately, you cannot be in my room anymore or I wouldn't be able to have some birthday claps with Mei Li. In the morning, they have a nice breakfast. Everyone is happy. Outside the mansion, a couple smells the pork. Brother, this smell is so nice, I want to go there. But the guy tells her, hui, our main task is to solve the water problem, so come with me. Right now, we need to leave a like in this video to help Mamoru make more juicy content for his viewers. Part 2 will come soon, so activate the cheeky little bell, and I'm out. Welcome to another one, my squishy cute brothers. The big table was placed outside the house. The guy with his sister gets closer and she asks to Chen Lu, do you guys have some clean water? I can exchange for some food. Chen Lu tells her of course we can exchange. Then Chen Yuan brings in 2 bottles and takes some supplies. They were about to leave when they ask, brother, are all of you in the same team? Do you guys accept more people? Chen Lu gets close and asks, why? Do you want to join us? She says that she wants. He tells her, okay, you just need to prove that you're qualified. If you guys go kill 10 zombies and bring me back the crystals, you guys can join us. Of course, you have to use weapons or your abilities, not with vehicles. The guy sees that as an NPC giving a mission and thinks that it's doable. So they go saying that they would be back soon. The girl tells her brother, I thought that only you and me knew about the crystals, but her brother tells her, of course they know. They are smart people. They even have meat to eat. He told us to kill 10 zombies, but we were going to kill 20 just to prove ourselves. 1 hour later, they are back. Chen Lu seems happy and tells them good job. Welcome to our team. Now tell me, what's the ability of you guys and when did you guys awaken them? The guy says that he got his abilities on the 3rd day and his sister got on the 2nd one. He explains that he is like a warrior with more strength and his sister is like a magician. Chen Lu asks magician in what way. She summons a dark energy on her hand. Chen Lu smiles. Dark ability users can create undeads and even cast curses. To our team, it's a great help. Then he asks Mayu to cook something for them. Later that day, he was walking around in circles, thinking that Millie is about to reach a new rank. Then he tells the Rice to go sleep with Miling and appears right into Millie's room. Millie, I'm here tonight, lads. She jumps on her bed and covers herself saying, no, I don't want to do, I'm still in pain. But he hugs her. Okay, we are going to have more chances in the future. I will try to hold on. But suddenly he says, I have an idea. Why don't you just heal yourself and we can try? Brother, that's what I call a good use of abilities. We're already on the next day, so I think the healing was used multiple times. In the city, he's telling the team. The goal today is to collect supplies in the Yuling community, but be careful, there will be a lot of zombies. Don't panic and rely on your vehicles to run through them. While the elemental users attack, everyone else will defend them. Then Feng goes and brings some zombies. Chen Lu notices that they are improving a lot. When he was petting the cat told him, I cannot do that. I'm still in pain. He looked at the cat and asked, where did you hear that? The cat tells him, you only say that I shouldn't watch, but you didn't say that I shouldn't listen. Chen Lu picks him up, you know way too much, be careful or I'm going to kill you. The cat answers by meow. Half an hour later, he's giving weapons to everyone. Miling tells him that they should go to other restaurants and with that they grab a lot of more resources. Some of the girls are calling for Mailing, but she's interested in the supermarket cause she wants to find something. Chen Yuan saw her and got closer. What is she doing? Why I feel like she's trying to hide everything. Then she sees that she got some condoms and thinks, I didn't know that she had that type of relationship with him. Miling notices her and says, don't misunderstand, I'm just. Chen once stops her and says, ugh, that's fine, you don't need my help, but let's go. Miling's angry. If weren't in for Mealy, she would kill that damn Chen Lu. Walking through the community, our boy sees some people in the windows, but is too many survivors for this place. An old lady from a balcony asks him, I know you are a kind boy, Auntie hasn't eaten watermelon for many days, it's so hot here, could you give me some? Everyone is begging him, please handsome guy, give me some water, could you bring me some chicken from the supermarket, hey boy, bring me some cigarettes. Chen Lu just thinks that they are all shameless. So he tells to everyone, my legs are numb and my feet hurts so much right now, I cannot climb those stairs to give you guys sorry. Everyone is shouting at him, hey, don't you respect the elderly? Everyone saw you going in and out. Where are your supplies? You know he's taking all of our supplies. Everyone, pick a weapon. Let's stop him. They all move towards our boy. The lady in front tells him quickly, put everything down. You guys are stealing from us, don't you know? Chen Lu tells them, bunch of shameless bastards, this place isn't your home. One of the guys says, this is my property. My brother used to own the supermarket. He's dead, so now it belongs to me. The old guy gets close to him, but he says, get lost or you're going to die. The guy gets in his face, hit me, I dare you to hit me. If you do, I will lie down and not get up, you know. Chen Lu just raises his palms and slaps him across the face. Okay, I will satisfy your request. The guy falls flat to the floor. The neighbors come to help him, but he doesn't seem to get up. Wait, did he die from a slap to the face? Nah, he's just pretending. He's very good at it. But Chen Lu is thinking, those guys are bastards and also have bad eyesight. Can't they see that his face is crooked? He calls everyone and tells them, what are you guys waiting for? They're trying to snatch our supplies. There is no respect for the elderly right now. His plan is to set an example. The old guys are getting crazy, saying that they are going to fight. I know Teichi, okay? I have my lightning whips. But an explosion happens and they are running, run, save me. But the fireball didn't come from his team. Chen Lu recognizes the guy. He saw him in his past life. His name is Chen Yuan. The guy walks to him and says, those old bastards scold me every day. I didn't do anything to them because they were my neighbors. I never thought that they would die in your hands. Chen Lu asks, do you want to take revenge for them? Guang replies, brother, don't misunderstand. We came this time to make friends and ask you for a favor. I'm Qian Guang. Smiling, our MC says, I'm Chen Lu. How do you want us to help you? Guang explains, you know there are 1,000 houses in our community, rich in resources, but a large number isn't collected yet, but it's getting harder to get them. In the past 2 days, a husky turned into a zombie dog. It can run fast with lightning and also has some wisdom. When someone is alone, he attacks, and when we are in a group, he hides. It's been difficult to deal with him. He even killed one of my companions. Chen Lu says that he understood and asks what is the reward, for which Gong offers 300 caddies of rice and 5 barrels of water. Chen Lu tells Chen Guang that he doesn't feel any hostile intentions from them. So he agrees, okay, I will help you guys. Then he tells the people to keep carrying the supplies and asks Thunder King to come with him. Suddenly Chen Guang says, damn brother, you are living such a prosperous life. You even have 2 pets, and they also has a bunch of cars and food. That's the pinnacle of life. Millie comes to him and asks, brother Qian, do you need me to go with you? He tells her to just wait for him. Now the guys are even more impressed. Jesus, I am still single. He has a dog, a cat, a wife, and even meals. Then Shen Guan explains, a zombie dog usually stays in the garden. Our people cannot stop him at all. Do you have any way to deal with him? Chen Lu smiles, of course I'm going to use a dog to deal with a dog. Chen Guang says, why do you want your dog to die? Don't send him or you have some sort of grudge. Chen Lu tells him not to worry, he will be fine. After going upstairs through a hole in a wall, they smell blood. When they open the door, the dog barks and uses a lightning technique on Thunder King, but he easily dodges. We have some Pokemon action, Pikachu against Raichu. Thunder King goes for a lightning tail, right in the dog's face and sends him flying through the wall. Chen Lu then looks at Chen Guang and says, all right, end of the cooperation. Hand over the resources that you promised. Chen Guang thinks that this was way too fast, while Thunder King is all smug. Outside, Chen Guang is telling him, Chen Lu, numbers mean strength. Would you like to consider joining us? Our protagonist is somewhat puzzled. The guy tells him, I'm not boasting, bro, but in my team, each person has killed 10 or more zombies before. Everyone here works hard and is reliable. We have an abundance of supplies. We don't have to worry about food and drinks for half a month. Our boy thinks, damn, now I want to take over. Because Chen Lu is ruthless, he tells the guy. I don't think you guys are fit for me. I can easily kill all of you. Qian Guang tells him, that's why I want to join forces with you. The weak can only depend on the strong. We need your help. Chen Lu asks, okay, we can join forces, but are you going to listen to me? That's when one of his members comes running. Qian Guang, something bad happened. Brother Jing was injured by a zombie. It's very serious. Qian Guang asks to take him to the guy, and Chen Lu asks Millie to come with him. When they arrive, Qian asks, brother Chen Lu, is there any way to save my brother? He smiles. Millie says, okay, leave it to me. Then she uses her healing abilities on the guy. They're all happy. Oh, thank you so much, Millie. Chen Lu says to Qian Guang, go back and think about my proposal. Millie, let's go. Qian Guang is impressed, such a strong healing ability. He turns to his guys and says, brothers, I asked Chen Lu about joining forces. He said it's fine, but we all would have to listen to him. The guys are all thinking the same thing. He's more capable than them, he has a healer with him. So they are not scared about dying, and the most important part, he has many girls. Yu lets everyone join Chen Lu's side. They go to our boy. Okay, brother Zheng, we are all willing to listen to you. Chen Lu explains to them the true rules. They have to fight the zombies and they have to obey him. If they break any of those rules, they shouldn't blame him for what happens. Chen Lu says, okay, now that we've joined forces, everyone shall stay together. It's fine for you guys to move to my place tonight. I think our boy is letting way too many people in his mansion, but he buried himself in his last life because of loneliness, so I give him a pass. Around the mansion, we see some guys getting bullied, and the 2 guys that are guarding the mansion are watching all of that. Unfortunately, the numbers are too low right now, so they cannot act. But the house that the guys are going to is from someone in their group. They were planning how they would deal with those guys when they saw our boy coming back. That's when Chen Lu sees a group of people entering his villa. Why are there so many people at my mansion entrance? When they got off the bus, the guys were thinking, damn, why does he have so many girls? He sees the guy and remembers. He was the simp of the girl that he killed. The guy with the mohawk says, yo, what's inside here? Is it supplies? You should share half of it with us. But suddenly gets slapped across the face. Shut your mouth. They put their lives at risk to obtain those supplies. Why should they share with us? But looking at the sisters, he's thinking, I kind of agree with you, brother. He tells the Luchen people, sorry, everyone. We didn't know that this mansion belonged to you guys we're going. Ketlu knows. This guy is a poison ability user, a disgusting venom that could make you sick for several days. Rice tells him those people are filled with hostile intentions. He says that he knows. The Mohawk guy says, brother, are we really going back empty-handed? This isn't like you. The guy hits his head. Are you dumb? There's no reason to attack head-on. We should just wait for the right opportunity to sneak on them. The guy gets happy. Brother, you're so smart. But Chen Lu just says, kill him. Those guys really think that I'm dumb? I'm not letting you guys get the first attack. Since you came here with bad intentions, then don't think about leaving. Later that day, he's in his bed resting. Okay, tomorrow I know that some zombies are going to evolve into rank 1. I need to tell Chen Yuan to bring back all the supplies before they evolve. That's when someone knocks on his door and he thinks. On this floor, it's only me, Mailing, and Millie. Of course, Mailing wouldn't come here. But when he opens the door, it's Mailing and he asks, why are you here? She gives him something, take this. He looks and sees condoms. Blushing, she asks, why are you so shocked? I'm doing this for my sister. Do you think that I'm doing those things for you? Millie is too young. You guys should wait for 2 more years. But if you want to be a father, then just forget it. And then she runs. He looks at her. Okay, your intentions are good, little sister. I cannot waste such a gift. Millie, brother is coming. The next day in the morning, he tells everyone about the zombies evolving. Because he doesn't want his team to die, he explains some things about them. When a zombie reaches rank 1, it gains some abilities similar to them. But the problem is that they acquire some amount of wisdom. To deal with these zombies, it's better to go in a group of 4, with 2 mages and 2 close-range fighters. Then he teaches them how to dodge some spells. He asks the girls to throw some spells at him, and he easily avoids everything. Everyone thinks he is amazing, but he explains that it's all about looking at the gestures. If you can see how the person is moving their arm, you can predict where the spell is going. They don't seem to believe, and she says, let's try it again. He keeps dodging everything, but then gets hit in the face, and she tells him, I knew where you were going to dodge, so I threw one there. Chen Lu thinks it's amazing, as expected of the flaming fairy. Her way of fighting is perfect. After some motivation, they go back to the city to grab more resources. Chen Lu remembers that when the zombies started to evolve, the ability users began to kill each other. On the way, Millie sees someone she knows and gets startled. Chen Lu asks if it's a close friend of hers. She says she has a good relationship with her and she is her best friend. Can we please help her? Chen Lu tells her, if it was a stranger, we wouldn't, but because it's your best friend, of course we're going to help. Go, Thunder King. Seeing him coming, the guys say, oh look, a dog. We are finally going to have some meat, but no time for dog meat because Sudaju and Millie are already behind them. After the fight, Millie calls her friend. Then she introduces her friend to Chen Lu. He's the one who sent everyone here to save you guys. She thanks him and says, my name is Zhang Jing, and this is my father, Dong Cheng. We have nowhere to go. Can we join your team? Chen Lu, as always, says, you can if you follow our rules. Does your father know how to drive? If yes, follow us. We are going back to the base. When they got to the villa, her friend wanted to join to his slicky warm chat at night with the couple, but Chen Lu doesn't want it. It seems that he wants to enjoy only Millie for now. So he tells her, no, without my permission, you cannot enter this villa. I will leave her for you. When her friend was eating, she says, this is really good, but where's Millie? Why didn't she come to eat together? Chen Yuan explains to her, Chen Lu is our boss here, and we are just his staff, so we eat separately. The girl thinks, why? I'm sure that they have something better to eat. We are best friends, how can you not let me join? Chen Lu tells Millie, your best friend needs to be observed, don't expose your things. And also, everyone needs to show some value if they want to stay here. Millie thanks him, but that's when he heard a message from the walkie-talkie. Brother Chen, something bad has happened. A dozen vehicles are in front of the villa. There are around 50 to 60 people. He tells the guide, okay, they should be survivors who had escaped. Go and notify all the members, gather everyone at the entrance of the area. Chen Yuan passes this information to all the girls and tells them to get ready for the fight. But Jin rushes to her. Oh, what happened? Are we about to fight? Chen Yuan asks, Jin, what's your ability? Jin says that she has strength-type abilities, so Chen Yuan tells her to stand in the front. But she starts to scream, I'm only 18 years old, put this girl in the front, why can't I be in the back? The girls say that as magic abilities, Chen Lu told me to stand in the back. Suddenly, all the girls are already pushing her outside. Come on, stop wasting everyone's time. When she sees Mei Li, she starts to cry. Mei Li, I cannot stand in the front, please help me. But Mei Li tells her, Jin, don't be scared, you have to experience it. But don't worry, I will be close to you. If you get injured, I'm going to heal you, there's no problem. Jin sees that she has something white on her cheeks. Is she eating cake? There's no way. Mei Li grabs her by the wrist and tells her Chen Lu is here. He's going to protect everyone. But Jin thinks that her friend is sacrificing her for the Chen Lu. Chen Lu just calls her, Mei Li, come here. And Jin gets angry. Okay, you are so close to him, and now you're ignoring me. even though I was your best friend. Since you can do it, I can do it too. Then we see the guys that came to the villa while talking. I thought this guy's captain was very strong, but it's just this young brat. Yo, brother, you're in charge of this mansion, right? You know the nearby area doesn't have any supplies. My people have nothing to eat or drink for a day. Could you subsidize something? Chen Lu explains that that is not possible, but they can trade. He accepts 1 zombie core for 1 bottle of water and 1 cup of rice. You know we don't have too many supplies because it's getting hard and we have a lot of survivors, but I'm willing to help you. The guy thinks that Chen Lu is dumb. Why did he reveal the core crystal secret? The guy tells him, I thought you guys had many people, but it's just a group of girls. I'm not gonna lie, those girls are all very pretty. The guy shouts to his group, yo brothers, he told us to kill some zombies and then he's going to give us some supplies. What do you guys think? No one seems to agree. Brother, we are hungry. How are we going to fight zombies? Another guy says, if he gave that condition, that means he has a lot of supplies, right? The captain tells him, if you don't give us supplies, we might have to do something here. Chen Lu thinks, damn, this group of bastards, they think that I don't dare to kill humans. But Jin from behind shouts, peace is more important, give them some food so they leave since you have so much. Milai tells her, stop talking nonsense. But she says, this fight is nonsense. Why should we have a life and death fight? I'm in the front line, what will happen if I get hit? The captain laughs, that pretty girl is right, you don't want too much, bro. Just give us like 2,000 kegs of rice. And because she's a kind-hearted girl, we have no choice but to return the supplies in the future. You can believe, bro. That's when Chen Lu walks to Jin and slaps her across the face. Who gave you the right to speak? Her father speaks up, Chen Lu, what is the problem? What my daughter said is wrong. The villa is filled with supplies, we can give them to avoid everyone getting injured. You're putting everyone's life at risk. How can you be so evil? Mei Li goes to say something to her, but she just ignores and say, stop acting kind. In the afternoon, you secretly eat cake with Chen Lu, and now you are going to send me to the front line. You are not my best friend. Chen Lu tells her, I saved you, you ate my food, you drank my water, and you still dare to say such words. As expected, some people shouldn't be saved. He goes to the captain, all right, let's continue with the negotiation. The guy tells him, okay, so you have multiple villas with supplies. I want everything in one villa. I think that's fine, right? Then Chen Lu sees some K-pop fans and asks them, you guys seem to be from different groups. What do you guys think? You guys also came here for supplies? And guy named Jungkook tells him, brother, we are looking to see if we can find a place to stay. We have our supplies and have no intention of threatening you. Since the villa is full, we're going to leave. Chen Lu just observes, but the captain looks at him and says, are you going to give it or not? Suddenly, he goes into his spatial dimension, here, take it, and vanishes with his head. The guys don't know what just happened. And Chen Lu says, since they want to die, let's fulfill their wish. Then everyone engages in the fight. Jin notices, that's why Chen Lu didn't give anything to them. They are winning so easily. The fight was done in seconds. He tells everyone, take the crystals from their brains and put the corpses on the mountain. Kneeling on the floor, Jin is thinking, what have I done? What am I going to do now? If I just didn't say anything. She crawls towards him. Brother Chen, let me off this time, please. I wouldn't dare to do it again. Just please don't kill me. Chen Lu tells her, what are you saying? You're Mei Li's friend, why would I kill you? But you're not my people anymore, so you can leave fast before I change my mind. Jin calls for Mei Li, but she just says, sorry, goodbye, Jin. Her father calls for her and she says, that's fine, Dad. If Mei Li can get a guy to carry her, I will also find someone, and in the future, they will beg for us. But before leaving, Chen Lu kicks Thunder King and asks, what are you doing? You know we cannot leave any potential threat. Thunder King gets behind the daughter and father and finish then. Then one of his guys told him that the guy he was talking to earlier wanted to tell him something important. Chen Lu asks when it is, but the guy says he's not sure. Since the guy seems believable, he came to report this to Chen Lu. He tells his babes to go back home because he's going to talk with those guys. It's the BTS members. He asks the guy what's important. The guy asks if Chen Lu is accepting people into his team because his whole team wants to join him. Chen Lu interrupts asking, is this the important thing you mentioned? The guy responds, no, it's not just that, and shows him a big crystal. Chen Lu recognizes it as an actual level 6 crystal and asks, how did you get this? The guy says it was from a dead zombie, but that zombie was 3 meters tall, and this is going to be a gift for him. Chen Lu responds, if that's the case, considering your sincerity, it's not impossible. Then they tell them their rules. Always obey, always fight, and if you try to run from the fights, you're dead. The guy seems to accept it, while Chen Lu, holding the crystal, thinks that with this, he can be promoted to level 5 in almost 3 days, which is already a month faster than he projected. Then Chen Lu tells Chen Yuan to see if any of them have light abilities or good support abilities. If someone has that and is willing to join, he is allowed to accept them. Thunder King is already back, and Chen Lu thinks it was really fast this time. The dog is all happy, saying he is a professional now. Now Chen Lu is giving orders to everyone about how many zombies they should kill and how much time they should spend hunting. Everyone just accepts. Then we see some guys confused. I thought you were the one who led the team. I didn't expect beautiful girls would be leading everyone. Is this girl very powerful? The guy just says that those girls have been with Chen Lu for a long time, so she's already level 2 and some other girls are already at level 3. Then they find some zombies and the girl gives everyone orders on what to do. One of the guys had to watch over the community entrance. An hour later, he saw a bunch of yellow cars coming to the community and passed the information to everyone. Chen Yuan told everyone to get together, but the people collecting supplies were curious. What do we do with the materials we just collected? Chen Yuan told them to leave everything since it was better to be alive, and that's when the yellow cars arrived. And of course, the first thing they say is some rapier lines, and I'm not talking about the sword. Hey, I haven't seen such a pretty and clean girl for a long time. Hello, sisters. Okay, James Charles. The guy tried to touch her, but she slapped his hands. What are you doing? She asked. The guy told her, it's the end of the world now. There's no reason to play more tricks, right? But she just kicks his balls. Stay away from me. Angry, he tells his guys to kill everyone and just leave those 2 girls for some fun. They got surrounded. When the girl told him to stop, she got hit on the nape with a bat. The guy even told her to stink and die. One more of those yellow cars pulled up and we see a guy with glasses inside. The guy tells them not to be too extreme with the girls and they seem to obey. Yes, brother, we know. But that's when one of them got hit in the face with a spell. It was Chen Yuan with a bow. Chen Yuan shouted to let them go, but the guy used his powers to raise a barrier and her arrows couldn't penetrate it. In that situation, they couldn't reach each other. When she got her friend in her arms, she noticed she was already dead. What a big loss for the team. The enemies were even going to take their car. And the rapier user said, "Bro, why don't we keep those girls? They are so beautiful." The leader slapped his face. "Are you retarded? This woman is not easy to deal with." The guy said, "Bro, what do you mean? We have many more people. What can she do against us?" But the leader knew something. Her group must be near here. And if we do something else, we are going to get retaliated. The scene changes and Chen Yuan is informing Chen Lu about everything. She says, "Sorry, I didn't lead everyone well." But Chen Lu tells her that she did the right thing. You would be dumb to start a fight that time. He shouts to her, "Blood is paid with blood," and tells everyone, "We are going to take revenge tonight. No one can bully my people and still be alive." Unless they leave a like in this video to help Mamoru make more juicy content for his viewers, activate the cheeky little bell, and I'm out.